Sorry, gentlemen, no funny door intro today, because today is not a funny day. It's a day where we got good stuff and we got bad stuff. We got stuff that's absolutely gonna change the game and is absolutely amazing, and we got some stuff that is absolutely gonna suck. Due to how well negative titles usually work on YouTube to get people to click it, I probably put the bad stuff as the title of this video, so you kind of have already a kind of idea of what we're doing today. And as always, if you guys aren't interested in the behind the scenes and the explanation, you just want to see what that project's going to be and some of the more positive stuff, let's get to the next chapter. If you guys want to get some content, some behind the scenes, what's going on here, stick around. If you guys have been a fan of the channel for some amount of time, or if you're not, I'll give a quick explanation of what's going on. My heating furnace last winter broke down. They wanted about $4,000 to $5,000 to fix the thing. That is winter time. I don't have animals to sell. That is where I get the most of my profit at DBCB Exotics. So I did not have $5,000, so I said screw it and re-ran electrical furnaces, little heaters, heat things, for that amount of time through winter to get us by. Which ended us with a gigantic electric bill somewhere around $2,500 to $3,000 through the couple of months that we needed to use this stuff until it started spring and we can shut those bad boys off. Now, that was a very big electric bill, a gigantic electric bill. It's it's been weighing down on my mind for quite a little bit now, and actually destroying me, and actually could potentially destroy DBCB Exotics very, very soon. Slowly but surely, we have been chipping away at that bill, trying to make it so that we can keep doing DBC bugs, I can keep living my dream as a full-time reptile breeder and not having to go back to that 9 to 5, and we've been doing it. However, you guys know how electricity works. You keep getting billed even though you already owe a lot of money, so we did met $3,000, got it down to $1,900, and we've put about, I think, $2,200 in the electric, but it goes up every month, so that's how electricity works if people are unaware. And now through these months, CMP is getting a little fed up with us, they're a little bit tired of us, and at this point they're saying, hey Dakota, you gotta pay us $1,400 by the end of the month, or that's it, we're cutting you off, we're tired of this outstanding bill being in your pockets for the past 3 or 4 months, however long it's been. This is a little worrisome. This would be worrisome for, I think, pretty much anyone, you know? You got around, at the time of recording, I've got 15 days to pay off $1,400 or else they're shutting the lights off, and when you have an entire business run that needs electricity via YouTube videos, downloading and uploading stuff, keeping the lights on, UVB, heat lighting, incubator temps, all of that good stuff, puts you in a little bit of a pickle, to say the least. And the fact of the matter is, this is a real bit, it's a real bad time to be getting hit with this. The thing is, so pretty much what we got going is we got a lot of babies hatching, a lot of babies coming. Those babies still need about anywhere from 3 to 5 weeks in order to be able to sell, to be at that proper weight and that proper size to sell. I'm not going to sell infant babies to try to cover my costs. That's unethical. I'm not going to grow that way. The fact of the matter is, on the social media side, I'm pretty much screwed. My YouTube's been shot. I'm the lowest I've been making since like 2 years ago at this point when I started monetization. It's pretty fucking low right now. My sponsorship sales have been shot, and my Patreon stuff has been shot, my guy. I'm not trying to guilt trip anyone. I'm not trying to, oh, join my Patreon, do all this stuff. Not what this is about. This is just the facts of the matter is, my social media side, I'm not really making much money, and I cannot make money on the DBCB Exotic side because stuff is not old enough to sell. This kind of thing when you're working in a full-time business, you know, help's not coming for me. I'm not going to be able to, you know, there's no life-saving thing that's going to come shoot $2,000 on my side to be able to pay this off and keep stuff going. You gotta put your big boy pants on and figure shit out yourself. So at this point in timing, it means I've got around 15 days to figure that stuff out, which leaves me in a very curious predicament. And the fact of the matter is, I gotta sell some stuff that I don't want to sell in order to keep DBCB Exotics going. With all that explanation out of the way, let's get into what project I am selling. This was a tough choice to make, but the fact of the matter is I made this strictly at an analytical and business perspective standpoint. It's not something I want to do. I guess let's just get that out of the way. If anyone's thinking like, he just wants to get rid of the monitors, blah blah blah. The fact of the matter, this is just a strictly analytical standpoint on how DBCB Exotics is running, and I'll break that down for you guys. The project I am selling is my red ackie monitors. Now, I dig the red ackie monitors. I think they're cool. I had a bit of a skeptical side on them. Before, I kind of thought they were lame because they were small, but over the years of working with them, I figured that, you know, these guys are actually pretty cool. They're pretty intelligent, and they're a fun species to work with. However, on the business side of things, these guys are a project. Well, it wasn't more of a pet is what I'm getting at, you know, like the Argus project, that's a passion project. I don't expect to make money off the Argus monitors. That's just a fun thing I want to do. But for this, I do this one to really build the business and keep the business going on a higher end. The fact of the matter is, with all the species that I've got working with, all the projects I am working with, from an analytical standpoint, the ackie monitors are a giant liability. They cost me a lot of money. They have produced me $0 in profit, the lowest of any project. I have never been able to successfully incubate ackie eggs and hatch them out. I don't know what I'm doing wrong, but it just is what it is. And the fact of the matter is, at this point in time, the market price for ackie monitors is at an all-time high. So, unfortunately, I don't know. I feel like an asshole. You know, I hate selling shit. I hate selling shit that I keep. You know, I'll sell babies because you make babies to sell babies, and except if they look good, then you hold them back and you breed them back. But you know, I don't know. I hate selling projects that I work with. It's a shit feeling. Not only I feel like a failure, but I also lose out on the experiences I have with the ackie monitors, and that's just kind of real crappy. But like I said, this shit's got to get done. You know, 15 days, man. I don't know, man. This shit's been weighing on my mind for a little bit. It's a little tricky right now at DBCB Exotics, and if selling the ackie monitor project gives us the amount of funds we need to get the electric company off my back for just, again, that 3 to 5 weeks in order to start selling babies again and get back on top, well, this kind of is what it is. Here are the monitor lizards that we are going to be selling. This is the female red. As you can see, she's not super pretty. She really has a nice deep red. She's a little bit sandy right now because of the substrate. But overall, a really nice looking monitor. The male is the one that shines. And hang on, let me see if I can find him. Right over here is the male ackie monitor, who's absolutely fantastic. That nice burgundy red with all those golden circles. A gigantically beautiful monitor lizard. This guy is my favorite. I'll post some pictures up here as well so you guys see a better look at him, but this is the pair that we have right now. Absolutely fantastic. It's a shame that we have to let him go, man. It's a really big bummer, but like I said, man, with this electric bill weighing on us, we gotta figure out a way to get some money to pay it off, and these guys are that way, unfortunately. If you guys are interested in getting this pair of ackie monitors, they are ready to breed. The female has laid me clutches in the past. Obviously, this male's looking good. They've bred this season, but I haven't seen any eggs being laid yet. You guys can find all that information down in the description over at our Morph Market page. Alright, we talked about the bad, we talked about the crappy stuff that's been going on here. Let's get it back to a more positive note. Let's talk about the good stuff that's happening at DBCB Exotics. Good stuff that is happening right now is DBCB Exotics is going to be at an all-time high for the year. This is the most babies we have ever produced by a pretty good percentage from last year, and we're just going to have a lot of stuff to sell. It's actually going to be the point in time where DBCB Exotics is at a profitable standpoint instead of me just keep throwing money at it to stoke the fire and keep it going. So it's really cool stuff. As you guys can see right over here, we did end up moving some stuff, so the junk area is no longer the junk area. We've got a nice shelf in here. I put my little grow outs. We've got some crested and gargoyle grow outs right here. Bottom shelf is going to be for some day geckos, putting that other pair in there, and then we've got some stuff for the males when I start pairing them. But other than that, we've been actually, believe it or not, the old Dakota here has, we've actually got a little bit more organized than what we used to be. This is when I'm taking stuff a little bit more serious because we've got a lot of stuff going on. I want to keep track of everything and make it a little bit more streamlined than what it was. Low price of like $4 or something. I bought some masking tape, and then we've got this stuff going on, so this tells me the hatch date of the animal, what the pairing was, and then what it was. Now for these are just all my holdbacks. So we got the Super Dow, we got Super Dow Jr., we've got the Red Spot, and these are actually just some Chewies. I'm not holding back the Chewies, I just put the Chewies up there. This one's a little bit of a better thing, so it tells me the exact hatch date, so it was laid in 2022 at April 9th. This is a day gecko, and this is the code I use for Morph Market. This way I don't like mess up, because sometimes when I sell, like especially the crested geckos, they kind of all look the same, so I have to like go into each individual like tiger Dalmatian, figure out, okay, where's the one with the spot on the forehead? Yeah, that's the one in the picture, and that kind of takes a lot of time. So this makes it a hell of a lot easier, because now I got the code, so I can just look at, okay, so DG1, there it is. Alright, this is the day gecko that was sold. As you guys can see right here, we are doing pretty well, and this is really the kinds of point why I needed this entire shelf for babies, because again, this is just like the first eggs are just starting to hatch over here. Some first rounds haven't even hatched, some first rounds were just laid. So right now we're working with, we got Chihuahua, day gecko, standing eye, crested. So we already got a good amount of stuff that's going to be able to be listed on the market at around mid-June. Some of these things a little bit later for others, but we already are going to have some stuff that we can be able to put on the Morph Market page very, very soon. Pretty spectacular feeling, I ain't gonna lie, man. Like I said in before, man, this is the first year where I feel like I'm an actual reptile breeder. I finally got stuff going on, and we're actually going to be producing at a pretty good quantity now. That makes me feel like, you know, I'm actually doing something right. I'm getting stuff done, we're producing babies, ranking amazing things, and that's awesome. But with the stuff back there, you know, the stuff weighing on me, it's hard to celebrate the victories when you've got this shit. It's a very strange time, right? It's a very weird time at DBCB Exotics where spontaneously at the same year you are having your best year and the most profitable that the business has ever been. Simultaneously, you also have 15 days before effectively DBCB Exotics will be cut and shut down. It sucks, you know? It's like, I feel like I should be taking this time to really taking this all in and really enjoying this, right? Producing all of these animals, all these absolutely incredible, adorable babies. But no, I'm worried about just trying to pump every last cent to keep it going for, like, again, this, like, 3, 4, 5 weeks until we can start putting babies on the market. It's so bittersweet at the end of the day. It sucks. It's a shit feeling, man. But again, you know, what are you gonna do? I can't do nothing about it. You just gotta, you know, put the big boy pants on and figure shit out. But that doesn't mean I'm not gonna complain on social media, because again, I am just a man with first world problems, and I'm going to relay those first world problems right to you. But yeah, good stuff. Lots of adorable babies. We got good stuff going on. So cute, day gecko baby, stuff like that. Yeah, bad stuff might actually end up ending DBCB Exotics and shutting it down for good. Hey, but if you want to know, find out more on the season finale of DBCB Exotics. Well, Dakota just end DBCB Exotics because he now no longer has power to his house, or will he prosper, overcome yet again another obstacle, and become the best breeder in the Americas? Find out May 31st to June 1st, and if I stop making YouTube videos, well, that's why. Well, old Dakota still has the time and the platform to say such. I just want to thank each and every one of you for watching. My nice old good old Patreon supporters, you all have been amazing. And if so, in 2 weeks, this is the day that old Dakota reins it in, goes back to a 9-to-5, which face tattoos are going to be a bit of an issue at that point. Well, then I guess it is what it is. But at the end of the day, man, I had a blast doing what I'm doing. This will probably be the biggest thing I've ever had to overcome in my life as a business. I guess I didn't die, and I got clean from hard drugs, so that was a pretty big obstacle. It's pretty up there, top 5 hardest thing. I'm sorry, I'm trying to make this, I'm trying to be serious and sincere, but just stupid shit comes out of my mouth and it makes me laugh. For real though, guys, I've enjoyed the time I've spent with you. If I do gotta shut this thing down, then just know I've had a great time talking with you guys, building this amazing community. If we do prosper, it just sets in stone that I am the best reptile YouTuber and the best reptile breeder for geckos and large lizards. Well, maybe not large lizards, at least the best gecko breeder out there. So tune in 2 weeks from now. And if you just see old Dakota's not posting anymore, well, y'all know the reason why that's happening. Thank you so much. Until next time, I'll see you then.